Isang makasaysayang pagbabalik ang nakatakda sa darating na Abril 18. Ito ay magaganap sa sikat na Thomas & Mack Center sa Las Vegas, Nevada. Ang ating 8 Division World Champion, Manny Pacquiao, ay muling aakyat sa ibabaw ng ring para sa isang 10-round welterweight exhibition bout laban sa dating kampyon na si Ruslan Provodnikov, ang tinaguriang Russian Rocky ng bansang Russia. Para sa ating pambansang kamao, bitbit niya ang Pilipinas sa bawat laban. Ang suporta ng kanyang mga kababayan at ng mga tagahanga sa buong mundo ang patuloy na nagbibigay ng inspirasyon kay Pacman. Malaki ang kahulugan ng pagbabalik niya sa Las Vegas at handa niyang ibigay ang lahat para sa mga boxing fans. Sa edad na 47, hawak ni Pacquiao ang impresibong 62 wins, 8 losses, 2 draws at kabilang na dyan ang 39 by knockout. Matapos mabigo sa title bid laban kay Manny Barrios at hindi matuloy ang isa pang laban kontra kay Rolando Romero, muling babalik sa entablado ang ating pambansang kamao. Ngunit sa pagkakataong ito sa isang exhibition bout, hindi rin biro ang makakaharap ni Pacman dahil dating WBO Super Lightweight Champion si Ruslan Provodnikov, isang pangalan na minsang kinakatakutan sa mundo ng boxing. Tinaguriang Siberian Rocky. Si Provodnikov ay may kartadang 25 wins, 5 losses at 18 sa kanyang mga palalo ay via knockout. Kilala bilang isa sa pinakamaasahang action fighters noong kanyang panahon. Tumatak sa mga boxing fans. Ang laban nito kontra kay Timothy Bradley taong 2013. Isang laban na itinuturing na isa sa pinakamatinding bakbakan ng dekada. Hindi siya kailanman bumagsak sa ibabaw ng ring. Ganito katigas ang panga ni Ruslan Provodnikov. Ngayon sa edad na 42, babalik siya upang harapin ang laban na minsang noon siya noong 2014 dahil sa pagkatalo niya kay Chris Algieri. Kaya naman sa pagbabalik ng ating pambansang kamao, nananatiling patuloy pa rin ang libro ni Manny Pacquiao sa ibabaw ng ring at hindi pa tapos ang kanyang legacy na iiwan sa mundo. Sa pagbabalik ni Pacquiao sa Las Vegas, isang lugar na naging saksi sa ilan sa kanyang pinaka hindi malilimutang tagumpay, muling mabubuhay ang alaala ng kanyang makasaysayang karera. Kaya sa video natin ngayong araw, muli nating gugunitain ang nakalaban ni Pacman noon na si Yeshmagavintov. Ito yung nakalaban noon ng ating pambansang kamao na tila may pagkakahawig dito sa mga kalaban ni Manny na si Ruslan Provodnikov. Bukod sa parehas silang puti, matigas ang mga panga nito at malakas ang mga kamao. Tulad ni Seriksan na parang si Provodnikov.
itong kalaban ni Manny Pacquiao、住宅にしてたんですよね。滞在してたんですけど、それの前にルネタ公園っていうのがあるんですよ。そこをずっと使ってるんですね。
さあ、試合が始まっています。マニー・パッキャオ、セリクザン・エシャマン・ベトフ、現地から届きました映像をそのままご覧いただいています。残念ながら現地の実況が入ってしまっています。ご了承いただきたいと思います。今背中を見せていますのがカザフのイエシャマン・ベトフです。
サウスポーの方がその世界チャンピオンのパッキャオですね。
なんといっても見るべきはこの攻撃力、マニー・パッキャオ。カザフ、セリクザン・イエシャマン・ベトフ、右ボディーブローです。上からの映像です。たまにはいいんですが、こう続いてしまうとちょっと見づらいところもあります。インサイドから入りました。右、マニー・パッキャオ。パッキャオは現在のタイトル3度目の防衛まで来ています。そして4度目の前に一つこのノンタイトル戦を挟んでいます。左、左ストレート、そしてまた右、ワンツー。スピードありますね、浜さん。
こういったやり方になるとパッキャオ本来の持ち味ですね。大きく左で入っていってですね、それがまだ連続して打つんですね。
重たいパンチを放つイエシャマン・ベトフという情報があります。その前にガンガンいってるマニー・パッキャオ。
今みたいにですね、思いっきり左で入ると、あれがパッキャオのパターンですね。
いやー、お客さんも大喜びです。第1ラウンドからダウン。これは早いかもしれません。ここ
で左をねじ込むぐらいですね。
そうですね。 これ左強いですね。左がもう決定打になっています。パンチくぐります。ちょっとエシャマンベドフ形が崩れつつあるが入りました。
効いてますね。
投げつけます。たとえクリンチされようが左で切り離してしまいます。なんとか食らいついてエシャマンベドフ攻撃をしのぎました。さらに今日のマニー・パッキャオはいつも以上にアグレッシブです。ここでゴングです。一緒だと。
そうですね。プレッシャーかけ続けてですね。
マニア・パッキャオとにかくもう左を中心に攻め込んできます。落ち着いた表情を見せています。エシャマンベトフもなんとか2ラウンドを経まして取り戻そうかなというところまで来ていますが、まだまだ勢いはパッキャオにあり、あまりにも会場が大きいので大きなビジョンも用意されています。これは当然の計らいかとは思いますけれども、応援全体を使っているようなそんなところです。左ストレートもう一回いきます。とにかく左中心。パッキャオの浜さん攻略法として右左とします。どういう攻略法がまず思い浮かびます？パッキャオに対してですか？パッキャオに対して。今ね振りが大きいですからね。雑なんですね。ですからディフェンスも今攻撃がディフェンスになってるわけですからね。最大の防御というんですかね。それにはなってますけど、パッキャオが打っていくところというのは迫力あるからみんな打ち返せないですけど。向こうはある意味で目のいい選手だったら打ち込めそうなところあるんですよね。 とにかく勢いはどの選手を迎えてもご覧のような勢いを出します。今回はフィリピンマニラで行われています。この辺も若干手伝っていつもより若干攻撃的にも見えるんですが、先ほど第1ラウンドにはすでにもうダウンを1つ奪っています。もう小泉さん、このパッキャオというのはタイトル取る前からずっとこうなんですか？
もうこのボクシングですね。
じゃあもうかなりの勢いを、持ってデビューして、そしてチャンピオンに上り詰めたわけですね。
ルイスとエスピノサがそのチャンピオンの時ですね、一緒によく練習したこともありますし、
そうなんですか。
カルロス・リオスとの5度目の防衛戦のセミファイナルでパッキャオを当時の東洋太平洋タイトルマッチしたことありますね。
じゃあ小泉さんはそれこそ本当によくご存知なわけで、
ただそのよく打たせるんですよ、練習ではね。そのパンチはあるんですけどね。
練習でかなり。そうですか。という今のお話ぶりだと試合のが強いんだよというそんな風にも取れたんですか？
そうですね、実戦向きですね。
やりします。低く滑るように入ってきました。カザフのセリクザンエシャマンベトフ。浜さん、このエシャマンベトフどうですか？
いや、やっぱり1回目にダウン取られましたからね。それから随分回復はしてきてるところはありますけど、ある意味では飲まれてるところあるんですよね。
また続けます。その前に浜田さん、
左ストレートがですね、ものの見事に当たりましたもんね。
八方破れマニー・パッキャオ第4ラウンドです。スタイルはこのノンタイトル戦でも一緒です。
まさか3階級上げて体力通用すると思わなかったですね。
そうですね。全く違和感ないですもんね。
むしろ体重上げて一段と体力続きましたね。
なるほど。本人にとっては良かったのかもしれません。以前はフライ級で、今ベルトを持っているのはスーパーバンタムです。ですからスーパーフライ、さらにはバンタム、スーパーバンタム3階級上ってるわけですね。上がってるわけですね。
例えばですね、この選手の技術的欠点っていうのはですね、右のジャブ出した時に左のグローブっていうのは顎の横につけないといけないじゃないですか。ジャブ出した時に外側行ってもう真ん中開いてしまうんです。それがフライ級の時から治ってないんです。
それと右はパクッとダウン。
だから今打ちにいってるところですよね。
マニー・パッキャオなんとダウン。
真ん中ストレートきましたね。
その前に小さな一発もありました。そしてついにダウン、右をもらってしまいました。
攻撃しているところはああいうところがあるんですね、パッキャオの場合は。
今小泉がちょうどおっしゃっていたそんなところでしょうか。
右を出した時に逆の手でですね、自分を守ってないんですよ。防御してないんですよ。
開いちゃうんですね。さあ攻め込まれています。これは大変なことになりました。これはタイトルかかってませんけどもね、大事ウェイトも上がってるわけですけれども、これはちょっとそのチャンピオンの名前に傷がつきますね。まだ十分時間あります。さあこれからがセリクザン・イェシャマンベトフ力の見せ所です。ボディブロー、そのイェシャマンベトフ言い忘れましたけども、顔がずいぶん腫れております。この左をいっぱいもらってます。おお、左当たりません。まだ効いてるんでしょう。
当たれば今のパンチも強いですよ。振りは速いですからね。
そうですか。当たりません。でも当たりません。
イェシャマンベトフもね、急にパンチが当たったもんでね、ちょっとやっぱり狙ってるっていうところがありますね。だから硬くなってるんですよ。
一気に逆転勝利狙っていますか。それは当然狙いますでしょう。パッキャオがパンチを繰り出すうちに、なんとなく取り戻しつつあるようです。4ラウンド終了です。
ああいうちょっとした休みがですね、やっぱり助かるんですよね。
元気出ましたね、パッキャオ。わーっと元気いっぱい、元気回復しています。
攻撃が迫力あるんでみんな振ってこないですね。
第5ラウンドに入りました。これは試合として、面白みが出てまいりました。両選手がダウンを期しています。ダウンの取り合い。
聞いた後のテープを外れて、直したところはパッキャオ救われましたね。
あれだけで随分違うんですね。
違いますよ。
苦しかったところでしょうけども、パッキャオテープに救われました。パッキャオガードを上げてます。最初は上げてるんですけども、
もともとガード高いんですね。
打ってる時ですよね。
オープンガードになりますから。
気前が良くなってしまいます。マニー・パッキャオまた始まりました。
思い切りがいいですよね。技術的には決してそんなに優れた選手じゃないと思いますけど、パワーがありますよ。
やっぱり一つ飛び抜けたものを持っていますとチャンピオンになります。マニー・パッキャオ、
打ち込む時のですね、結構危ないですよ。相手右のカウンターちょっと
球は自分を救いますが、あるいは時によっては相手を大いに助けてしまう時もあります。それ以上にファンの皆さんはちょっと水が入りまして、気が抜けてしまうものですが、おお、今のよろけ方は浜田さん聞いてたんでしょうかね。うわ、お客さんすごい大喜び、作業をしています。
20秒ありますからね。
決まりそうですね、このラウンド。いきますいきます。とにかくもう左でどんどんいきます。
一発当たればいいですね。
踏みとどまれません。止めましたね。試合終了です。もうこれ以上やっても勝負ありだということでしょう。第5ラウンド第5ラウンド途中で試合終了であります。最初のダウンでしょうか、これは。
そうですね。
パンチ、特に左ですね、当てる感はあるんですよ。
ほとんどこの左だけで勝ってきたという。
そうなんですね。
Gaano nga ba kalakas itong dating WBO Super Lightweight Champion na tinaguriang Russian Rocky na si Ruslan Provodnikov? Ito, sasample lang tayo ni Provodnikov kontra sa isang boxing legend na isa sa masasabi ni Mayweather na pinakamahirap niya nakalaban na si Emmanuel Agostos.
So, this is the kind of fight with a guy like Augustus I worry about. That a guy like him having such a tough career could get hurt in a fight like this. We'll see what happens. He's going to use his experience early on. And if he can't do early, well, then he has no shot at all, because you would have to think that the younger Provodnikov is going to own the late part of this fight. He's going to come on like a freight train.
Well, both men have landed headshots early on here in round number one. Augustus landing a left hand to the body. Nice double jab by Emmanuel at the end of that combination as well. Provodnikov with a left to the body. You can see instantly how heavy-handed Provodnikov is.
And if Augustus is going to do well, it's going to have to be early, because I think he's going to have nightmares late with the young fighter coming and coming.
He's already getting hit early. He's also scoring well with his jab against Provodnikov.
Well, Provodnikov's not hard to find. Not that he gets insulted if you miss him, but, you know, he's very TV friendly, and I think part of that, Joe, is because of his technical flaws. Because you can hit him, it makes for good theater.
It's another short right hand by Provodnikov.
I don't want to see the punches just to the head if I'm a backer of Provodnikov. I want to see the body work with Provodnikov, the younger guy, taking those old legs away from Augustus. You know, I mentioned 9 months since Augustus last was in the ring. Joe, what's incredible about him is in a career that Augustus has had almost 16 years long, he's had no gaps of inactivity except for that one and before his last fight also 9 months. Other than that, no gaps of inactivity up until now.
Provodnikov has found success with an overhand right so far in this first round, but in typical form for Emmanuel Augustus, he has been a very busy fighter as well.
Augustus should look for the uppercut when Provodnikov dips in a little bit, leans forward, trying to close that gap.
There's another big right hand from the unbeaten Russian as they fight to the bell here in our opener on Friday Night Fights. No, with 9 knockouts. Taking on Emmanuel Augustus. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside here at the Laredo Energy Arena. Let's look at CompuBox statistics. Offer up the total punches. Augustus has always had a high work rate, but only landing 24% of the 385 thrown through 4 rounds.
One thing that can hurt Augustus, again, taking the fight on quick notice, but he has to work a little harder to get things done. He has to, and you just saw the proof of it with the man. The amount of punches greater on the side of Augustus. He has to do more to get things done than Provodnikov. Provodnikov stalks you a little bit and places his punches, doesn't look to waste much, and that conserves energy.
The right hand from Provodnikov. Augustus tries to return fire and then starts a moment of showboating before getting back to normal mode. Sharp left from Augustus. Back to the jab now.
And I said it earlier, Provodnikov gives you opportunities to simply get off. He covers up, he goes defensive for moments like he did just there. Lets you get off. And also when he presses, yes, he's always coming, but he's coming slow in a predictable, plodding manner. You can pick him off coming in. And he doesn't come in behind the jab quite enough, Provodnikov. So when you don't come in behind the jab, and of course he makes me a liar.
But he didn't throw the right hand, he ran right out once he got to the inside. So there's another one on the checklist.
Yep, but when you don't jab on the way in, you allow the opponent on the outside to do work. And Augustus is looking to do work.
Oh, and a right hand puts Augustus down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is what Provodnikov can offer up. Pure power. 30 seconds to go. He's getting after Emmanuel Augustus. Head hunting for him.
This is where he would be served to go to the body, Provodnikov.
And Augustus landed a right hand that put Provodnikov off balance. A sharp right hand comes in again. Provodnikov.
The key for Provodnikov is to go to the body and also put a hook with that right hand. He's found the home for the right. He needs to finish with the hook.
Right hand to the top of the temple. Augustus trying to survive.
When you press behind the jab, go to the body, and go back to that left hook to the body, right hand up top. It worked. See if it works again.
CompuBox had Ruslan Provodnikov throwing 34 punches in the final minute of round number 5, including among them the biggest shot of the night so far, that right hand, a piercing right hand.
Augustus has been knocked out 4 times, and he's been on the floor many times in his career. He's gotten off the floor many times in his career, so no stranger to this kind of moment.
If it's happened in the ring, he's experienced it.
Exactly. You know, we showed a replay early in the night where Augustus got hit with the right hand. We said, you know, he pulls back sometimes, tries to anticipate it with his left low. Maybe he could have got away with that a couple years ago, but now at 35, the reflex is a little slower.
He just absorbed another big right hand, tried to roll with it, and then came back with a right of his own. Blood is coming from Augustus' nose.
Well, we know that Provodnikov can land the right hand. Can he put the left hook with it and maybe go home?
Every so often when there's separation and Augustus feels like he's in safe range, he's putting his glove up to his nose and trying to clear that air passage.
Bad thing to do, because when the septum in the nose gets damaged, when you go to blow it, sometimes air will get stuck in there, will go up, and it will cause your eyes to shut. They teach you that in boxing. All the old timers would tell the young fighters, you have a bruised nose, you have a damaged nose, do not blow it.
Let it be.
At least don't blow it unless you want your eyes to close.
Little pop right hand from Augustus. Looks better on his feet here. Final minute of round 6. Final minute of round 5 is when he was on his back.
Right now, what's most noticeable to me is Provodnikov's allowing Augustus to survive, to recuperate a little bit, get a pit stop. Again, if I was in the corner of Provodnikov, I said, hey, you're the youngin' here. Keep the pressure on him, keep wearing him down. And Provodnikov, this round at least, allowing Augustus a little reprieve.
And Augustus able to withstand another thudding right hand from Provodnikov. Good, entertaining opening bout here on Friday Night Fights from Laredo. Stay with us. Numbers from the last round. Augustus keeping up that work rate, but once again a lower percentage landed.
You know, I talked about it early in the fight that the late rounds would be the danger rounds for Augustus, the older fighter, with the young fighter coming on strong down the stretch. Every once in a while, Augustus will lean forward with a jab to the body. That's an alleyway for Provodnikov to time him with a right hand. Right hands for Provodnikov since early on have found the mark.
The right hand that scored the knockdown in the 5th round.
But what he hasn't done yet, Provodnikov, is match the left hook with it. And you would think that's part of the advice he'd be getting in his corner. I know that's what I would be saying for what it's worth. You're hitting him with right hands, put the hook with it. Instead of one good shot, hit him 2 good shots. Right now, Augustus is trying to survive by using his legs, keeping the stronger guy off balance. And every once in a while, the way that Augustus is trying to win is to time Provodnikov with one shot when he comes in. See, he's surviving by using his legs and staying outside. But where he's trying to win, you'll see it coming probably. In spots, he'll look for one big shot to see if he can nail the Russian fighter coming forward.
Yeah, from Provodnikov.
2 separate ideas in the mind and game plan of Augustus. Survive a little bit and then look for a spot, maybe, to move forward.
Okay, you okay? Come on, come
The
on.
warning with that left hand, but I don't think that really strayed all that low.
I'll tell you something else, and again, it's always conjecture when I'm not in the person's body, but I don't think you would have saw that reaction from Augustus a couple years ago.
No, you would have saw him sprinting across the ring.
At 35 years of age and taking this fight on 4 days' notice, he's looking to buy whatever time he can and whatever sympathy the cup. It was not low, it was not in the groin area. And again, I'm not in his body, but I'm going to guess that that did not really impact him the way that he reacted.
Oh, good headshots, 2 in a row from Provodnikov. You saw him snap back that neck of Emmanuel Augustus. Teddy's scorecard through 8 rounds. Provodnikov 77-74. 10-8 fifth round.
Again, that low blow or that supposed low blow was right on the belt line, not really below it. What that message is sending to me and should be sending to Provodnikov, Joe, when you see a fighter at this age react, so badly to a punch that's really not low or not that low, it means that you can get to him. Maybe he's starting to break down a little bit, and that would be a signal to me, attack that body.
That was an impactful right hand moments ago from Provodnikov. Just flush against the side of the head of Augustus. He does not look good at all right now. Pinned in that corner, taking headshot after headshot, and it goes down in a real strange way. His body just wobbled down to that knee.
See, that's why I said early in this fight, these are the kind of fights with a guy like Augustus. I get worried that a guy like Augustus is a candidate to get hurt in these kind of fights.
This fight is over. Ruslan Provodnikov scoring 3 knockdowns and a TKO victory, and that may be the end of Emmanuel Augustus's TV career, if not his career, as the young upstart Provodnikov winner by TKO victory, Ruslan Provodnikov.
Kaya ngayong April 18, pahangain na naman kaya tayo ni Manny Pacquiao. At ito na nga kaya ang tulay para sa kanyang susunod na World Championship at patuloy pang sisirain ng mga record at muling uukit ng kasaysayan sa mundo ng boxing.